Capture the objective. HQ located.
He's gone.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Never Fail, and I'm bringing you my very first game on this deal Xbox 360. Hope you enjoyed the little clip at the start. That was a nice little clip I got playing some Chaos Mosh Pit on PS3 earlier before I jumped on the Xbox. But we are running with the default Ghost class here. Got the C4s. I tell you, man, when I got to level 4 and was starting to create a class, I almost shed a tear or two when I realized that I wasn't a high enough level to unlock C4, because I've had it permanently unlocked on PS3 for so long that I forgot what it feels like not to use it, and I cried a little bit, man. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, so far experience on the Xbox 360, I'm only up to level 11, and I've only played like 4 games, I believe, 4 or 5, something like that. But I've yet to get connection interrupted and teleport back to where I started moving from. So that's always a lovely thing. I haven't really experienced any bad lag to where I feel like I'm not on a fair connection, even though I'm showing a 4 bar. When I'm showing a 4 bar, I feel like I am actually on a 4 bar, which is lovely, and I'm very happy with that. So I got like 15 more levels to reach Prestige Master on PS3, so I'll go ahead and finish that out, and then it's pretty much going to be Xbox 360 from there on out. I do still lose a few gunfights that I normally would win if I were used to the controller, and if I had my beloved toughness. But yeah, that's part of learning the controller again, because I haven't played Xbox since like right around the time Modern Warfare 3 came out. But as long as the connections keep feeling like this, I'll have no issues with staying on the Xbox, because like I said, the whole reason I'm switching is I'm praying to God that the connections are better. And that is the most important thing when playing Call of Duty, is having a good connection. I mean, no matter how good you are, if you're on a bad connection, you're not going to do very good. So if I can keep a good connection, I think I'll be able to do okay. I do have, little goals as far as stats I'd like to maintain while playing Xbox. I'd like for my stats to be better than PS3, since I'm not fresh on the game now. I know the maps, I know the guns I like, I know the setups I like. So it'd be kind of a damn shame if, ooh, get the C4 sandwich. See, I'm just going to have to keep using this class, man. Even though I got my own creative classes, I'm just going to have to keep using this one so I can keep using C4 until I get to whatever level it is to unlock the C4. Because I love giving out C4 sandwiches. But like I said, connections have been better. Players, like I said, don't think the skill-based matchmaking has had, I don't think I've played enough for that to kick in yet. So I've been running into Timmy No Thumbs a good bit, in my opinion at least. I wouldn't mind staying, continuously finding lobbies with players like this, because these guys were not very good, and I like playing bad players. I'm not gonna lie. But I figure once the skill-based matchmaking kind of kicks in, that I will start to see a slight decline in some of my stats. Well, probably not my score per minute. Right there, that was a host migration in theater mode. Picked it up kind of funny. It like had one. It showed it as 2 separate games. But I was 13-3, I believe, when the host migrated, if I'm not mistaken. And pick up the lightning strike right there off of a failed C4. I had to actually use my gun, man. It's a damn shame. I don't want to ever have to use my gun. But another thing I'm hoping playing on Xbox is I would like to get the opportunity to play with and against some of the other YouTube commentators, just to see from my own eyes exactly how good they are. I mean, I know they're good players, don't get me wrong. I mean, I know they're some very good players, but at the same time, most of them you kind of get the cherry pick games, and that's with pretty much any commentator. So I'd like to just play them on a regular basis, see how they do consistently. Rather probably play with them on my team. Like I said, I don't like getting owned, and they'll probably own me because I'm not that good at the game. But as I get used to the controller, hopefully I'll continue to get better and won't lose gunfights that normally I feel like I would win if I was more comfortable with the controller. And like I said, it's all about connections, and hopefully they'll stay good. This Dragonfire, I'm sorry, but this thing is a piece of shit for how high of a score streak it is. I mean, it's not a super high score streak, but it's, it's relatively high. It takes, what, like 8-9 kills to get or some shit. And it's garbage, man. It's so easy to take down. I hate having that as a default score streak, man. Come on, Treyarch. Fucking fix that shit. I'd much rather just have the Hellstorm missile. I get more kills with it anyway, and it ain't as hard to get. Right there, I think I picked up the Merciless. And I do believe I get a Ruthless in this game, and then I make a stupid mistake you'll see here in a little bit that stops me from getting, I believe it's the Relentless or whatever the 20 kill is. Because I'm trying to play smart and trying to, you know, not rush and be stupid like I get on PS3. I think the biggest thing with me fucking up on PS3 and dying in unnecessary ways is just rushing out stupidly or whatever you want to call it, using, you know, no common sense with how I'm rushing and how I'm attacking the enemy. And that causes me to die a lot. So I'm trying to play smarter on Xbox as well, especially not being used to the controller, because I don't feel I'm going to win fair gunfights all that often until I get used to the controller, or if the other players just got the reactions of a three-toed sloth. And if that's the case, then I'll win those gunfights pretty much every time. Look at those two failed Dolphin Dives teammates and myself. I was going to try to show him how it's done and completely failed on my own. So yeah, that's what I get for trying to show up a teammate. Right there you can see I'm trying to get the feel for which buttons are doing what with this stupid thing, because I hardly ever use it on PS3. I think I've used it a total of like 13 times. As soon as I get to, I believe it's level 7, I always take it off and throw on the Hunter Killer drone until I get to a higher level to get better shit. Like I said, I don't care for this thing because it doesn't take a whole lot of bullets. And I mean, it don't even matter if it's, you know, you can use a submachine gun to shoot this thing down very easily. Now, one thing I will say on Xbox, you'll probably only ever see me using subs. I don't see myself using the assault rifles or any of that shit on here, because I'm just not gonna have the patience to play with the assault rifles, because I've said it before in a previous commentary, they just do not fit my playstyle whatsoever on this game. Submachine guns do, and I could probably use the Remington, but I just that's kind of where I do have morals. I don't want to use something that is so easy to get one-hit kills with, because I feel it's a little cheap. But don't get me wrong, it's not like the submachine guns require a lot of skill. I just think anything that requires more than one shot to kill somebody requires you to at least maintain aim on a target for a second or two. So that always, in my opinion, it requires more skill than just pulling the trigger. Because I've said before to some friends that I think the Remington is by far the most forgiving gun in the game. Right here you see me doing a little bit campy. Get my campy on. But the Remington is by far the most forgiving gun in the game, and the reason, or what I mean by that, is you can get shot 2-3 times, pull the trigger one time, and you win the gunfight. And that's super forgiving, and it makes it easier to use, in my opinion. But not here to just bash and talk about some OP guns. Just really want to discuss the old Xbox. Yeah, there we go. There's the Ruthless. But just want to talk about Xbox and what I hope to have going forward. I think this will give me a chance to play with more of the people that are subscribed to me, because I don't believe a lot of them play the PS3. And then another thing I have going on that might be happening. I'll say this as a maybe. It's tentative at the moment. Nobody knows for sure yet. But got a couple of buddies. One of them's recently bought a PS3. That's Rapzu, excuse me. So check out his channel. Pretty good player in my opinion. And I'll link his channel in the description. But he recently bought one. He's talking about making the transition to PS3 with me. And then Murky Man, he hasn't got the HD PVR and all that stuff set up yet as far as putting up videos, but he does have a channel. And then Running Reaper, another dude I play with, he might be buying a HD PVR, and if he does that, then we'll probably do like a little community channel, just the four of us, for all of our gameplays, make it a little easier to kind of try to put one up a day. And I'll probably wind up being the one that tries to manage that for the most part. And right here I was like, oh, thank you, teammate. Thank you so much for saving me. I got a chance to get the 20 streak right here on my first game. But you'll see what happens. Oh man, it was so disappointing, because man, when I do what I'm about to do here in a second, I just wanted to kick myself in the nuts for like, why the fuck did you do that? Right there, I seen the dude snipe, I run out anyway. What the fuck am I doing, man? That's so stupid. I was mad as hell. It's like, God to fucking mighty, you idiot. That was just bad play on my part, though. He outplayed me because he waited and I didn't. Smart play by the dude that was capping A to throw the shock charge there. Unfortunately for him, I had C4 sandwich, and it was good. Anyway, final score was 28-4. We crushed the other team. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.